Okay, so I can't find my microphone, so you won't be able to hear it. But I got a demodulated signal that I can hear coming in the house, and it's a computer interface. So you'll see me talking to it. What are you so pissed about? I'm trying to do this right now. Whatever. What's up, boy? Oh no, come here. There you go. What's up, boy? Here's my cake. Oh boy. Come on. Come here. Come here. Come here. So, relax, bub. Yeah, good boy. He's a good boy. He's a good boy. Shake and shout, shake and shout. Come on, come on, come on, come on, baby now. Come on, baby. I wanna work it on now. Work it on now. I saw you twist that little girl, twist that little girl. It's so fine, it's so fine. Come on, come on, come on, come on, baby now. I can hear them talking, but they're not saying nothing to me. They're just bitching. I say you twist that little girl, twist that little girl. I say you so fine, so fine. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, baby. Come on, Said they don't want me answering questions on YouTube. I said, okay, that's hilarious. I gotta do this a lot because they send me harmful signals all the time. Ouch. And this is just the people that don't want to get caught for, this. But the guy that downloaded this shit, or that faked that word devices is what it was. So whoever faked that word devices doesn't want to get caught and will fucking try to kill you in your freaking ears. So that's what I'm feeling right now. I'd like for it to just fucking stop. No. He said, Brandon, you can't prove what's being said. Okay, so that's not good. So yeah, I'm not talking to who I want to talk to. I know that, so I'm not gonna say nothing. I'll just get up and do something. They don't want to say that they hacked some banks, and they don't want me to say that on YouTube. So they're about to threaten me again. But I already heard them when I said I'm going to put it on YouTube. They're like, arrest him right now. Fucking. So the St. Charles cops are after me for sure. Hey, get out of here. Uh, they're definitely the only reason that they haven't just done more sneaky shit and pulled me over a bunch is they know that they have signals on them and that I'm suing for this. Signals get shot right to my eardrum right now. But yeah, so there is one hack that you can hook a human up as the device, transfer the locational data to their eardrum, and in the phone company, they don't call it cops if the digital signature is not the same. So They make a computer interface, and as long as nobody calls them, like a cop calls them and says, "What is this?" or "This hurt somebody," then they won't technically do anything about it. Over time, a bunch of shit's happened, but like I'm sure they've contacted. But again, the police kept hiding this, and that was pretty much what it was. Is they kept hiding it, and so if yeah, so the phone company just doesn't contact the police, or the police don't do anything about it. I kept contacting the police, but they wouldn't do the phone company. But yeah, it's a different digital signature coming out of my head than a device. Simple as that. And they try to get me to like mimic a device by talking a certain way. It's fucking wild. But yeah. And yeah, so it all started with my uncle. Take these out. It all started with my uncle, and he it just started with like one night of torture where just horrible psychological tricks that I knew were like professionally, like I knew they were cop tricks, like professional. And the only ones I remember, one was like my mom's voice. Like they started like that, act talk nice. Oh, Brandon's this, Brandon's that, and it sounded like it was coming from the vent. And I thought Marsha and my mom were on the phone upstairs because I can hear the vent like playing that. And then they started talking shit, got me like listening to the vent. And then I asked Marsha. She said, "No, we're not on the phone." But I kept hearing that, and then told me to go kill myself in my mom's voice. That was the trick. Night one in Evansville, Indiana. And that was just, it's just a demodulation trick. You demodulate your own signal and make a noise. And there's different ways to fake that there's devices in different areas. So after that, I just kept getting followed around because they were able to trick the company that I was a device. There's just, if they spray enough stuff down, they can cause different things to bounce back, so they can, even halfway up the air, they can change your locational data through these pings and bounces. That's how good that they can shoot signals. So they might get some type of feedback from 8 feet above me, or who knows, but they've just been tricking a phone company to not stopping this. And I've turned it in plenty of times, but it's just it's been a dirty trick. Put it at that. I don't even want to tell the whole story right now. So. Said they want me arrested. So it comes right into the house, demodulated right into my eardrum. And it got transferred with a hidden bug on a phone, a Samsung phone that I had. My uncle, I believe, put a hidden bug on it. And these cops, they pick up tricks because they're along the way, they've learned how somebody's done this, done that, put a bug that's radiated their head or their penis, found a bug that did this. And so, that whatever it was, though, there was one trick that they found on the dark web that would transfer some type of information of the phone, locational data or whatever, through a noise. So a noise can carry information. So they traveled it through a noise. I hear a certain type of squeal, and right when I hear it, the second I hear it, they hook my head up as a device, and or they not as a device, but they shoot the phone company a signal that says, "Hey, this is in this area," and it checks that is in that area, and it just starts a conversation immediately. And the phone company, it's a different, as long as people are talking and they're getting the feedback, it's a different kind of, it's just a different conversation. But the phone company never called the cops, so I just hear nonstop sentences all damn day. And it was just nonstop. They had to keep it going. It can never stop because the phone company will know. And so, yeah, it's just always been either like, start in the beginning, just nonstop questions. I kept asking questions and I would just answer. And there's a way to relay that information, through the electric field I'm under and these signals. But yeah, so I kept getting these questions and I'm like, I don't know when they're going to fucking leave me alone. I don't know what's going on, but I couldn't sleep. They're keeping me up on my sleep and not even keeping me up. So they were being so mean in the beginning. Like I said, I kept getting these psychological tricks all night long. In my sleep, I'd hear, like, if I was jacking off, I'd have 5 cops just laughing. Like, and it was just like stuff like that. And it was like that all. And then, as I'm sleeping, I'd hear my name, and your name will open your eye a little bit. Your name will grab your attention every time. So I just kept hearing Brandon. And then they'd be like counting my breaths. So like 1, and make me count them. And it was like weird, but it was little tricks to keep me from just falling asleep. And that was the beginning. Is I wasn't allowed to sleep because it was a better way to control somebody. And so then after that, I just didn't know why they weren't leaving me alone. I'm like, why are you guys, again, what's going on? Like, I figured like a prank was a prank. I don't know what was going on, but it was starting to turn into like crazy, like, well, what is your point? But they kept asking questions and narrating my life as I'm moving. They're saying like, things that they're relaying, that I notice. They'll, point that out. If I fuck up on something, I'll get like, they'll start making fun of it. I grabbed like ketchup instead of barbecue or something, and I had to put it back. Like, what the fuck are you, stuff like that. And then I just responded a lot, but it kept that conversation going and allowed them to, better read my head, and then to also keep tricking the phone company. And then on top of that, when I turned into the cops, they just all played so dumb. It was not even like they were so rude in the worst ways. And it was so obvious they all had the same interface on them. All the St. Charles cops have the same. They're in the interface. Started by, I'm sure, my uncle, and a few of them did some bad things in it, and that's why I'm tortured every day. I've had to call the cops 200 times. But yeah, besides that, it's just been so yeah. After a while, I just nobody was believing me, and then the cops were playing dumb, and I kept turning in. I started every phone got hacked because they're sending these messages not with a device, so they didn't care about the hacking. So they, again, don't let him have this, do this, and so the phones are so badly hacked. I had all these files. I had fake devices on somebody paid for like a device in my name. I had bank fraud. I had so many files of illegal stuff, and kept turning it in, and they didn't do anything about it. I kept playing dumb and said, just, we don't deal with that. Their cyber crimes didn't deal with it. They kept locking me up in the hospitals. Like when I called about hacking, they would show up and tell me to stand up off the curb. I had to wait 4 hours one morning. I called 3 times, and I said, look, you guys got to get here. Like I said, the signal is here at nighttime, keeping me up from my sleep. Here's all these files of all this illegal wireless hacking. And cops are like, look, you need to stand up right now. Put your hands right back. And it took me to the hospital and locked me in there for like 4 days. So it was so scary to ever talk to them again after that. I mean, I literally just said no, in the weirdest way. I'm like, no, do what? And I tried to run. I ran away, and they came and tackled me in the mud, arrested me, and put me in a hospital. So they're, I don't know if somebody paid them $100 to do that or what, but it was just, I didn't say nothing, but a signal's there at nighttime, and they took that as like he's not sleeping at night. I don't know what their excuse is, but they started acting crazy like that. They would arrest me when I didn't have a warrant, and we'd get to jail. They said I had a warrant. They didn't even, like, who does that? Says you have a warrant, takes you to jail, and then looks it up, and says you don't have a warrant. And so, yeah, that was happening. And then after that, I called my mom. I said, yeah, I don't have a warrant. I need to, and he talks to her. He's like, well, he was inebriated. He was intoxicated. I had to bring him in. I said, that is not what I wasn't even outside. You called me off. I was out. I opened the front door. He's like, come here. He was on the curb doing a setup noise complaint. Somebody was obviously, the neighbor that was robbing me was blaring music. So it was an easy thing to get a cop to go right there. The second I walk out the door, and he's like, Brandon, hey, come here. He's like, you got a warrant. I'm like, I don't have a warrant. I just checked. And he's like, you got a warrant. Arrest me. And then, yeah, that dumb shit and so much other stuff. They would always treat me like I was like dangerous or crazy. Like when I called him to the library over hacking, and he'd like come in like a complete actor. Like, well, hi. And then he'd be like, hey, you mind if I move these scissors, man? And I'm like, that's fine. Like, what the stuff like that? They were treating me. I'm like, dude, what the I don't need you to move scissors that are 2 feet from me out of the way so I can talk to you. So that's not that weird. I get their cops. I can do that. But it was like they would do it on the regular, stuff like that. And it was just super weird. But I knew they were all in on it. But anyway, I'm just going to kind of sit here and answer any questions that they ask me. And I'll explain the rest later. But plotting. I heard, goddamn it. They need him arrested quickly. So yeah, they always got a game plan, but I can't be making these YouTube videos. So right now, I'm guessing that they're going to start contacting the phone company, trying to get the demodulated signal off of me. They're going to fake it till they make it in court. They got a ton of recordings with my voice in them, because I can literally, from right here, I can say my voice, or that was me making them say, God damn it. I just want it to happen. Just move my eyes a certain way. I hear, God damn it. That's what I'm doing now. Certain electrical stimuli from a device makes a signal come back down, but I am not a device. So So we've been doing some things lately. I've been trying to get the cops to solve this, or make them have to, by not giving the feedback. It's hard to have somebody yell a bunch of questions, and you've never sat there with groin pain and not just bitched about it. So the second you get groin pain, you're just like, God damn it. You're like, motherfucker. Like, you start bitching about everything. I wish I could wake up every morning and fuck. So you start talking, and then it gives them feedback to fake the conversation. So it's I've been trying to stay quiet lately. I've been sending like messages. I'll whip the arrow out. I'll kind of make a suggestion, like how do I put it? I'll have a message, so I'll send a message. I'll make a message, take the arrow out, and just send it. And then what else do I got? I just got a bunch of just kind of symbols that I'll send instead of words, so it can't be recorded. But yeah. Hey, come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. No. No, Simba. No, Simba. What's up? What's up with you? So they're also going to try to fuck my car up. And they've already taken, I've been through 3 cars in the past month. So yeah, all due to me not recording them through the night. If you got my location, anytime I'm at work, or anytime I'm sleeping or doing anything, you can always just have this guy come do this, or have, so they've been doing that. That's their whole gig, is make them do this. I didn't do it. He did it, pay him through a hidden way, or do whatever that nobody can. It's all about what nobody can prove. And that's how I been through so much shit, is a ton of shit that nobody can prove. So, but yeah, so people keep fucking with my cars. One engine blew because of something that was abnormal. Then I got a Trailblazer, and I got a safety and emissions. They put oil in it, or gave it an oil change, and 4 days later, the engine blew, and I took it to a shop, and he said, barely got it to us. No, wait, I had to get it towed. So yeah, engine blew, couldn't drive it anymore. I got it towed, and he said there wasn't any oil in the car. And I heard a noise and I heard something that a couple nights before that night before, but I didn't get out of bed. But I just knew something happened because I fired the car up that morning, and I hit the gas and nothing happened. And I'm like, what the heck? And I hit it again, and then something did happen. And so, but I lost power, but I didn't know why, just because it happened once. That was weird, but I just went to work, and then on the way home from work, it completely blew. So yeah, I just knew. I'm like, dude, again, somebody's after me, obviously, for this, hooking me as a device, but they don't want me driving. They don't want me to be a carpenter. That's the main thing, is they do not want me driving. They shut off the alarm clocks. They fuck with your car. They fuck. If I try to leave for lunch, like I try to go to QT for lunch, I get rerouted to a Walgreens. You only get 30 minutes for lunch. So luckily I noticed it. I'm like, dude, I'm not going to QT. I got that on video, but stuff like that. It's every day, as much as they can do for work. And then while you're at work, you got groin pain. They'll hit you with extreme heat all day. Utilize pings and try to make them legal. They're so good at, doing things under people's Wi-Fi because people aren't on video. So if an FBI agent or somebody looks into it, like they don't know if their Wi-Fi is accepting those signals, but they're hacking their computers with these bugs. That these bugs get downloaded a month before, and so that bug is making that laptop want a signal. And simple as that. Now, while I'm at work, that laptop that they're not even using is just pinging off that tower, wanting a signal, and then they just ping another one and use those pings to hit me. And so, yeah, that kind of stuff is just dirty cop bullshit. You got to watch out for your airwaves. You really do. These signals will take the oxygen right out of it, and you won't even know it. So, yeah, you really need to, be careful with your environment around you. And, So I got to record my car tonight, but just look out for this shit. I'm going to keep saying what I hear for a second so I can just bring it up with the phone company or whoever the fuck is shooting this signal. Tower owner, whoever I need to. They said, we're done doing this. I said, God damn it. They said, I ain't going to say what they just said. They told me to not stream this on YouTube. And they said they'll fuck with my cars on video. They don't give a fuck. So, yeah. My story is kind of crazy. So, this is obviously a very rare hack. Not even a rare hack, but an extreme hack to fake somebody is a device. We're electric just like a device is electric. And if they don't keep those digital signatures exact and they just say, well, that thing's it's a hacked app or something, just communicating this, there's so many different things to do, then yeah, that can be a literal. And then also maybe one little loophole, like, if 5 people are on a live stream, maybe one computer can send the tower some information, and then that one hack could mean it could fake something about one of those devices. So it's like little stuff like that people don't usually have to worry about, but somebody can take advantage of that, and you can find yourself in my situation. But yeah, my story is wild. But yeah, I just got to get out of this, and then I'll tell the full story.